Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Utes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. The Red Raiders offense will get the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And, Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique, too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Russ. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Finds his man. It's Russ. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. So the Utah Utes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gives it on the option. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Thomas looking to fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the first down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
They booted away on 4th down. did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Page. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Creates a little space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Thomas back to pass. Got his man. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David. Just
breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll bring it back. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Thomas looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Thomas back to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready,
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He wants to change this route. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Thomas looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front seven defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
Snags it over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utes!
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Russ. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Smith. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense can continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to power it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd. To the air. It's Van Buren.
he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Utes will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They'll leave it with him. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Green 25.
Right back to him on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Got it in the middle. It's Russ. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
To throw, it's Van Buren using the back as a receiver on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Utes will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Red Raiders come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They're going to ride this running back. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus.